started to understand the accountability that is required to play at the next level. Now, before we hear from Derek, my name is Evan Mendoza, and I've helped over 200 high school baseball players play in college. I also spent 7 years of my professional baseball career between the St. Louis Cardinals and San Diego Padres, and I went through the college recruiting process myself and played at NC State, which is a Division I baseball program. Now, you're going to want to stick around to the end because Derek shares something that's very interesting that your player probably needs to hear. Do you remember where some of your metrics were at?
Yeah, I was sitting around 77 to 78 on my fastball.
How much deadlift or squat, or was there any gains there?
Oh yeah, definitely squatting and deadlift side. I've gained a lot.
What was the overall recruiting process for you before joining into the academy?
I was really nervous about it because I didn't know where to go.
Here we have Derek. Derek, feel free to introduce yourself.
Hey, my name's Derek. I'm a 2027 grad. I played for Hampshire High School in Illinois. My positions are third base, pitcher, and corner outfield, and I've been in the Mendoza Baseball Academy so far, and it's been amazing.
Awesome, man. And before joining into the program, talk to me. What was baseball like for you?
It was mainly something that I really wanted to. I was trying to figure out how to take it more seriously at the time. I've been playing baseball since I was very young, and I really wanted that step up, and I really wanted to play at that next level. And coming into junior year and senior year next year, I feel like getting into a program and getting into a stable kind of habit is something I really needed to get into, and I've found that.
Awesome, man. And let's talk about the physical side before we get into the recruiting side. Before joining in 3, 4 months ago, do you remember where some of your metrics were at?
Yeah, I was sitting around 77 to 78 on my fastball. For some of the lifting side, I've definitely gotten up my lifting from there. I now probably sit at around 81 to 82 for my fastball, and I've gotten down my 60 time. I think it was at a 7.3 or something like that. Now it's like a 6.9. It's been going really well.
All right, so you took zero point 0.4 seconds off of your 60 in 3 months, and you've gained about 5 miles an hour of arm velo.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, what do you think that is the cause of this?
Just like I've talked about with you, definitely the consistency in the weight room and just overall consistency with my practice habits that I've gained. It's kind of given me that motivation and that inner drive to practice every single day, not just when I feel like it sometimes. And it's really helped me build up my overall strength and confidence going into my season coming up.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And talk about the gym and the weight room. Any specific numbers there that you want to go over as far as maybe weight or, how much you deadlift or squat, or was there any gains there?
Oh yeah, definitely squatting and deadlift side. I've gained a lot of lower body and upper body strength. I believe I was at around like 275, 280 for my deadlift when I very first started. I'm at around like 340 now, and I've definitely gained a lot through that. And for my squat, I want to say I was at like 220 maybe. Now I'm around like 280. So it's definitely gone up, and I've gotten a lot stronger.
Awesome. So about 70 pounds to your deadlift and about 50 pounds to your squat. Dude, that's awesome. Obviously, I'm proud of you of all your hard work that you put in so far. But let's talk about the recruiting side because you're one of my very few students that have gone exceptionally well in just outreaching to college coaches very, very efficiently and consistently, right? You talk about the consistency on the physical side. Walk me through what that consistency in what a lot of people feel like is a different area of baseball. It's maybe an introduction to something different. What was the overall recruiting process for you before joining into the academy?
I was really nervous about it because I didn't know where to go. I didn't know really what to do. I've heard a lot of things from seniors at my high school. I've heard a lot of things from some of my friends. All just like what to do this, do that, and I didn't really know exactly where to go. And I would say that was probably one of my also main points I joined the academy was to find out how to conduct myself when going through the recruiting process. And I'd say like it's really mainly taught me from the academy is to leverage the schools around you and to leverage like the conferences, I'd say, and just all the connections that they have together and the people that the head coaches to use your background knowledge of them to help you learn more about them and possibly get them interested in you. So I'd say I've gained a lot of confidence when it comes to that emailing part.
Sometimes it feels like talking to girls for the first time, right? Like it's so nerve-wracking, you don't know what to say, and then like after it's happened, it's like, oh, that wasn't too bad, right? But yeah, the personalization, knowing a little bit of their backstory definitely helps out a lot with, contacting them. But from your perspective, the outreach system inside that college commitment blueprint, the system that I teach you, what were your thoughts of it? Was it hard? Was it easy? I guess on like a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult was it for you?
Oh, it was easy. It was very quick, I'd say. The only part you really have to put that time into is gathering that information for the schools. But as soon as you have it, you just put it into the template and it sends it out for you. I've never really seen anything like it. So it's really interesting actually, and I really like it a lot. And
I love
I
it.
haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah, no, I always like to say an ounce of prep is worth a pound of post. And I think that kind of embodies what the system's all about, right? We want to do that collection of everything from on the prep side, and then on the post side, it's what, like 2 clicks or something like that. It's
Yeah.
super easy, right? Awesome, man. But I guess if you rewind 3 months or so before joining into the program, I guess just out of curiosity also, like what was it that, made you attracted to my program? Did you see like a video or do you remember how you stumbled across maybe my page?
Yeah, I saw it, I think, on Instagram and TikTok. But it was mainly me and my dad were looking through a bunch of these different programs and we were calling them and stuff like that, seeing how like we could benefit from them. And some were very heavily, oh, we only do recruiting, and some were heavily, we only teach you, we don't help with any of that sort of actually recruiting part. We only teach you how to hit or whatever. And I think what interested me most about finding this one was you help with both and you're able to talk anytime. So I'd say that evenness rather than one-sided is really what piqued me, my interest. And I saw you on TikTok and all that stuff. And I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. But I mean, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, TikTok, the OG platform back in the day.
Mhm.
Awesome, man. Well, I guess when you were contemplating some other programs, obviously it sounds like having everything under one umbrella made it attractive to you. But were there any parts of my program that maybe you were unsure of if it was going to really work for you?
Maybe only the it being pretty far away part, but I mean, with all these programs, it's kind of a given. You're gonna have to rely on yourself to kind of actually get up and do it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be able to see you in person, but I do always have you over the text, and I'm always able to schedule a call with you if I have any problems. So I feel like that was probably my biggest concern with any of them, but it ended up working out fine. And I think it's built, like I've said, a lot of independence in me.
And I think that's the thing that I want all my students to understand is no one's coming out here to save you, right? And of course, I'm going to help you to get that understanding, to get that clarity. But you just said it, yourself. It helped you understand that independence that you need to have, right? And if you're
Mm.
trying to play at the next level, like I can't be doing the squats for you, right? Like
Yeah.
it's going to make me stronger, not you, right? So
Mhm.
the remote aspect obviously is a concern to a lot of people. Have you ever done like any type of remote program in the past?
No, only strictly in person. And it's pretty much the only ones I've ever done is in person. So yeah, I wouldn't say I've done any other remote ones before, no.
And then as far as like on the workout side of things, were the video demonstrations like enough for you? Because some of my players might not have ever lifted in the gym. I would say a majority of them have lifted though, so they know how to do a squat, they know how to do the functional movements. Did you have any difficulties doing the actual work that's provided to you?
No, it was kind of those unique type of lifts that also were able to be demonstrated through those videos that really helped me. People have the basic knowledge of some, just how to do a box squat and stuff like that, but definitely those independent kind of unique type lifts that target more specific muscles. Those videos that you put in there were very helpful into. actually being able to perform it correctly because that's really what matters.
Absolutely, man. Obviously, the technique is really important. But I guess to wrap things up, last question: if you could speak to yourself 3 months ago, before joining into the program, what would you tell your younger self?
I'd probably say just keep, it might suck the consistency part of having to do it every single day, but the gains will come, and it might be hard to wake up and do three to four things every single day, or even on your rest days to not do it sometimes. It can be kind of like daunting because you're so used to doing this stuff, but I'd say just stick with it is the main part. Keep sticking with it because it has shown so far, and I bet it will show even more. Keep going. So,
I think what I just heard there is you're betting on yourself, right? And that's the important thing, right? You have to bet on yourself to, fully feel confident in yourself because obviously baseball has so much confidence, but really to understand that you have to bet on yourself in the process of getting better each and every day. Cool, man. I guess one last question. If there's someone on on the fence right now watching this video, maybe it's another player, maybe it's a family, maybe it's a parent, what would you tell them as far as just the overall expectations going into the program?
I'd say just be ready to compete with yourself every day. Don't come in thinking it's going to be extremely easy, but don't come in thinking it's going to be really daunting because there's that really even balance that you teach us in the program. And I feel like it's very friendly to those who are kind of on the edge sometimes. And you'll learn a lot in the program while you're doing it. So I wouldn't be worried about it at all.
Now, if you enjoyed that interview with Derek, and if you're interested in working one-on-one with me inside my remote training program, click the link down below in the description to book a call with either myself or one of my team members today. We'll learn a little bit more about where you or your player is at, where he's trying to go, and if there's even that gap that we can fix. So again, click the link down below in the description to book your eligibility review today.